proved to be an uninhibited, tactically intelligent adversary to the Hulk. The Red Hulk is more than that, and he has a lot of story behind himself that needs to be told on the big screens. And if you had any doubts before, it seems that now is the right time for him to officially introduce himself in a solo project. Is it possible? Let's find out together. I'll start with a quick introduction about who Red Hulk really is. Since his debut, Red Hulk has become more than just a favorite character of the fans, though you might think that he is simply just a Hulk, but in a different color. You're very wrong. For those who don't know, his real name is Thunderbolt Ross. And just to refresh your memory, we already met him a couple of times on the big screens. In the 2003's film Hulk, he was portrayed by Sam Elliott, and then by William Hurt in the MCU films. The Incredible Hulk 2008, Captain America Civil War in 2016, both Avengers movies in 2018 and 2019, and Black Widow in 2021. Ross is a military general who, by the way, is the father of Betty Ross, an ex-father-in-law of Glenn Talbot and father-in-law of Bruce Banner. He was the head of the Gamma Bomb Project, which turned Bruce into Hulk. He first appeared in The Incredible Hulk in 1962, and his creators, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, made him the Hulk's arch nemesis, a duty he held throughout. After Banner transformed himself into the Hulk, Ross spent many years chasing him and trying to destroy him. He will even commit treason by becoming friends with some bad guys, like MODOK and Abomination. He will even merge with one electric creature called Zax, a process that will give him superpowers, but will also make him mentally unstable. But when Nevermind, a mutant who has the power to drain the life energy from people, attacks the Gamma base, Ross will understand that all the time he had a wrong opinion about Hulk. In these events, he will save his daughter Betty by allowing the mutant to latch onto him, and he will discharge the energy he got from the electric creature. This is how he dies. But before that, he will give his blessing to Bruce and Betty. But this is not what ends him. Ross's body will later be stolen by the Leader, who will resurrect him as a mindless replacement for his fallen soldier Redeemer. Interesting. But this time, Ross will become friends with Banner. But after Betty's death, which both Ross and Banner believe is caused by Banner's gamma-irradiated DNA. Once again, Bruce is the #1 target of General Thunderbolt. The Red Hulk was something we haven't seen. He's a very aggressive, absolutely uninhibited, tactically intelligent character. In the comics, he murders Hulk's enemies like the Wendigo and the Abomination. He also destroys the helicarrier of the spy organization S.H.I.E.L.D. And he hits that like button just like you should if you haven't done so already. But no. He also manages to defeat many Marvel superheroes. Hulk needed the help of Thor to finally defeat him. So we are talking here about one crazy supervillain who deserves more space in the upcoming Marvel projects. An interesting fact is also the fact that in his first appearance, the creation of writer Jeff Loeb and the artist Ed McGuinness was a real mystery for the fans. Comic book readers weren't sure if he was a new alternate Hulk form of Bruce Banner, another member of Hulk's supporting cast, or even a whole new character. But even though fans expect a Red Hulk solo movie, from what we know so far, we'll watch the character in a couple of other projects before something like that comes. If you've seen Marvel's schedule list for 2024, then you can find the Red Hulk preparing to hit the theaters in Captain America: New World Order and in Thunderbolts. Both movies are one of the most anticipated titles from Marvel's Phase 5, which started with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania in February of this year. The studio has only 3 titles on the list for next year, and Captain America movie is the first one, with a release date set for May 3rd. Thunderbolts, on the other hand, are right after it, set to hit the big screens on July 26. So one thing is good. Marvel never gave up on Red Hulk, that's for sure. And considering that he will take part in both next year's movies, maybe this is time to become even bigger and more superior than ever. The most surprising thing is who is going to portray the Red Hulk character. And that is no less, no more, but Harrison Ford. Although it is still unclear how Marvel head chief Kevin Feige managed to convince Ford to sign up for this huge project, it is true that the Hollywood star already turned 80, but we already know that he will portray the legendary Indiana Jones character for one last time this year. Harrison will replace William Hurt, who sadly passed away in 2022 and didn't make it to become the leader of the MCU's anti-hero team. So in contrast with Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther, about which Feige decided not to recast his character, this time is quite opposite. And maybe because there is still a lot to tell about Thunderbolt Ross's Red Hulk in the future. From what we know, we can expect that Harrison Ford will have a small role in the Captain America movie, and he will do a much bigger job in the Thunderbolts movie. The anti-hero team is now slowly coming together to complete Black Ops for the United States government inside the MCU. This team also includes Yelena Belova, the Winter Soldier, Red Guardian, and smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell below the video right now. No, really, besides those three, Ghost is also part of this deadly team. Deadpool may also join the squad. Ford will be accompanied by Florence Pugh, David Harbour, and Olga Kurylenko. All the actors will reprise their roles from the 2021's Black Widow. It's hard to say that Harrison will retain the role in a possible Red Hulk solo movie in the future, but who knows? I mean, he came back as Indiana Jones after 15 years. So if he's still in good shape in the coming years, anything is possible. And if you're asking what we can expect from the plot in a Red Hulk solo movie, I can assure you that nobody knows right now. I mean, the movie is not even considered by Marvel Studios yet, but I need like 10 videos to tell you everything about the character's history. As I mentioned before, there were doubts about his identity, and it wasn't revealed completely until Marvel's comic book storyline in World War Hulks in 2010. What readers thought was that Red Hulk had killed General Ross shortly after his creation, but this comic revealed that they are actually the same guy. Also, there we found the Red She-Hulk is Ross's daughter Betsy. There's a time when Red Hulk will join the Avengers team, but soon after, he will be back to his old paths of evil, and he spent much of his recent history in jail for his crimes. The New World Order next year may also show up, who might have created the Red Hulk in MCU. It could be none other than the Leader, or Dr. Samuel Stearns. Both characters are slated to be the main villains in the upcoming movie, and this theory could mean that they have much more shared history than anybody thought. If you remember, Stearns was the main culprit of why Emil Maglowski transformed into Abomination in The Incredible Hulk. He did this by using Bruce's irradiated blood. So this time, he may have the same role, being responsible for transforming Thunderbolt Ross into the Red Hulk. So Captain America's movie will be the MCU's first step into building up its own version of the Red Hulk and presenting him as a leader of a team in the Thunderbolts movie. So, as always, Marvel is going step by step with no rushing, and maybe this will take us to the bigger plan, a solo Red Hulk movie in the next couple of years. We must be patient and leave the job to the best. We'll follow with things with open eyes and attention, and as always, we'll notify you about every new detail. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.